All right, welcome YouTubers. This is a wrap up of the 2018 NFL free pick season, GreatDanePicks.com. You can reach me at picks@GreatDanePicks.com. That'll be important in a little bit here, but let me go over week 17. I'm no more picking. I only do the regular season. Then I'm off to the NBA starting the 14th or something like that. Whatever day, a couple weeks vacation here for me. But let's see, week 17, let's wrap it up. It's one of those crazy weeks. 16 and 17 are always a little bit crazy for me because they're just ending the martingales. But my multiple scheme, again, I picked up a nice one on Arizona, but basically New Orleans Saints lost, and that cost me big time. That was a 4x pick, so I went, 5-5 this week. Lost a little bit of money, lost 455 if you go 5-5. $1,000 bets per $20,000 bankroll. The fixed scheme was 3-2 because I did win Arizona, won Dallas, and won Kansas City, lost New Orleans, and lost the Jets with no scaling, right? No multiples in there, no value, but it ended up being 3-2 this week. That's plus 1454. And my martingales, again, big money was on New Orleans. So I ended up losing $751. So not too stellar the last couple weeks. Sometimes those explode. Sometimes you could lose a ton. Sometimes it does whatever. But I think if I focus on this area down here, which is my multiple and fixed records over the year this year. Again, I started out of the gates multiple wise, so it's $1,000 per bet. 2-0, and I went 3-1, 4-1, 0-2, 3-3, and 4-0, and that got me to 16-7, almost 70%. That's where I got out. The ROI works that way. We'll talk to the ROI in a bit. But the next couple weeks, I went 0-3 promptly after that, 4-4. I did another 7-3 to get back, 3-3, 2-4, and 5-5. So not a lot of winning. I ended up 37-29 or 56%. So not real great after that level. We'll see what that is. Now fixed, we're slightly different. So this is almost my real picks per se. No weighting, but you always should add value or multiples when I see fit. But anyways, I went 2-0, same thing, and then it was 2-1, 3-1, 0-1, 2-3, 2-0. That got me to 11-6 or 65% almost. 0-2, 3-3, 4-3, 2-2, 1-1, 3-2. 24, 19, 50, almost 56%. So at the end of the day, it almost ended up being the same percentage, but ROI works differently. So let's take a look at ROI because that's what's important. So this black line and the black dots and the black circles are my martingale scheme. So again, week 4, I had 3%, 18%, 26%, 25, 27, 15, 22, 51. That was my high right there. 22, 11, 30, 29, 22, and 18. So quite a bit of a ride. You follow the black circle dots. Again, out here was my high in week 11. You could have got 50%. Rose back down and ended up finishing last place out of the 3 systems. Although in week 15 it was in the middle. And again, it had the highest high of the year. Maximum out of pocket. That one's always a little skeptical because since I ramped it up a couple years ago, there's probably an in between that I need to be at. But right here, out here in week 14, I used 97% of the $20,000 bankroll. So it definitely used a lot. Sometimes it can consume more than the 20,000, which is a problem. I'd have to scale it back down. The orange was my multiple. This is what I've played this year. Usually I choose the worst system. We'll see how I did. 9%, 17, 30, 20, 19, 37. That's where I got out at. 22, 20, 37 again, 36, 25, and 23. So it fits middle of the 2. In week 15, it was the highest before these last couple weeks. As far as bankroll used, heck, out through week 11, I didn't even use 25% of my bankroll, and out in week 14, I used a little over, used almost 30%, 29%. So that was how that did. My fixed, again, week 16, week 6, it was 18%, 26%, 43%. So right, That would end up being its high, and so if it's over a few weeks, you could make 3 weeks, you can make 43% on your money. 33, 21, 40, 19, 17, 23, 21, 20, and then finished 28. We were positive on the last week. Finished with the best system at 28%. Again, that's all summarized right here. If you stuck with it the entire time, you were 18 to 28%. You could have got out at up to 51. I got out at 37, 43. Of course, I picked the worst of the highs for my, seems to be the way I work, but I'll take it. I'll take my 37.72%. How does that compare to Apple? Well, that Apple section is up here. Again, back on September 4th. The price of Apple closed at $228.36, so let's just say I could have bought their 87 shares. That would have cost me 19 and some change. Forget the transaction fees and stuff like that. Well, as of the close this past Monday, December 31st, it was at 146.83, or just below 13 grand. You lost 35% plus on your money. So big losses in the stock market. You never really got a high. I know you got a couple high, a couple days, maybe after 9.4. Could have got 1%, but nobody's ever getting out on that. So basically, you would have lost your shirt. You would have lost 35% instead of winning 37% or more on betting. So sports betting and the NFL, much better pick this year. By the way, it's always a better pick, but well, I'll take that back. Last year I did not do as well as the stock market, but anyways, the gains are big difference in gains is what I'm trying to say this year. So that's a wrap up there. I'll go over some other YouTubes in another video, and then I think I'll be releasing a little different this year on the NBA. I'm going to sell an Excel file that you just get your picks rather than putting them up on the website and selling them that way. Definitely not doing daily videos on YouTube. I'll update the status on that, but go ahead. I'll send out another video, but I'll charge for the NBA, and then I think I'll do free Excel for MLB. At least that's my plan. Of course, if you buy the NBA, be $100 probably, I think is what I was thinking on that, and try to get some profit out of that. I got to go review and do that data real quick, but that'll be starting a couple weeks from now. A couple Sundays, right? Week and 3 quarters or something. Give me some little break in there. Enjoy the playoffs. I don't make the playoffs. There's 2 tough teams facing each other, and I don't see the value in it. See value in the regular season, 38% profit in just a few weeks, 6 weeks, or something like that. That was a good deal for me this year. So, of course, my MLB and NBA are other places I usually pick up some change. So, yeah, hopefully you followed me and did well. At least you didn't follow me late. That would have been not so good. But early if you followed me the entire system. Otherwise, I look forward to you next year. Keep me in your, subscribe to me, or keep me in your favorites, or just check back, or see how my NBA and MLB do this year. You can make some money there too, but bread and butter. All right, hope you enjoyed it. See you guys.